recently had a very rare opportunity to go to Kenya on safari, and one of my biggest priorities while I was there was to capture as much as I could in an honest way, which leads me to today's discussion: how to shoot when everything feels important. Kenya is extremely abundant for amazing photo opportunities, especially in the context of it being probably the only time I'm able to go there. Everything feels like it's worth shooting. I don't want to say that's not true. In fact, I think pretty much everything is worth shooting. You just have to kind of find an interesting way to look at it. On safari, every single animal, every lone tree on a hill, every slight change in angle feels like it should be photographed. Maybe that is true, but as I went on more and more game drives, I found that this feeling shifted a little bit for me. I looked back at my photos in the evening and I was feeling like a lot of them were kind of the same. Relatively flat, very observational rather than a kind of fully formed photograph. It's not that there was no thought in the images, it's that I prioritized just getting as many images as I could rather than creating something that felt more like me. It's almost as if by working so hard to not miss anything, I managed to miss quite a bit. On any trip you ever go on, if you're taking photos, there's going to be an adjustment period, whether or not it's on a safari. The novelty of your subjects can distract from the novelty that your photos should be. A couple days in, I figured this out for me and employed a couple different strategies to try and get photos I was happier with. The first thing is just letting go. And that's kind of hard for me. I really like just having a photo of everything. But it's almost as if the fewer photos I took, the better they were, and I still took several thousand. Taking fewer photos slowed down my process, so that meant waiting for an animal to make some sort of gesture or look at me or the light to hit right, and really to fine-tune my settings as best as I could to what I wanted to capture. That's working with my aperture, changing my ISO and my shutter speed every single shot to figure out how I wanted the image to look lighting wise, and that's one of the best tools you can do to add character to your images. Maybe this seems like an obvious piece of advice, but I keep having to go back and remind myself to pay attention to it. And that takes me to the other point: recognizing patterns. Reflecting on your own work, getting in the flow, and being intentional to when you actually go press that shutter all lead to recognizing patterns. There's something to be said about learning about the animals and kind of being able to predict when they're going to do something, having that knowledge and recognizing those patterns, I suppose. But really, when it came to it, the focus was on me, making an image and feeling that that's what I want to capture more of. Taking a little note in my head to try that again, or just keep going in that direction as the day moves on. It's about being aware of what satisfies you or disappoints you as you are creating these images. Too often it's too easy to just take the photo and move on and think about it later. But it's very important to take a little moment, remember the image, remember the moment, the feeling for long enough that you can use it to improve the next photo and the next one. And I'll say this: I never actually look on my camera back at the photos I've taken until I'm done at the end of the day. That's just my personal taste. That's how I work. I'm pretty good at just remembering the photos I've taken throughout the day. But I think it's important that you do one or the other. Look at your photos, remember your photos, or a combination of both. These are my strategies for approaching a shoot when everything feels important to shoot. What's really important in your photos? Is it the feelings? Is it the colors? Is it the lights? Or is it just that you want to document everything you saw, no matter how it looks. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and this discussion. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'm Tony King. I'm a photographer here on YouTube. Hopefully you'll subscribe to my channel to check out more photography content just like this, but also way different. I'll see you there. Peace.